Soccer fans, let's get you set for the opening kickoff here at the women's final Jubilee Trophy. It's Canada Soccer and the Toyota National Championships 2022 as we're coming to you live from Vaughan Grove Field, the beautiful Vaughan Arms area. It's warmed up a little bit from this morning's bronze medal match. And it's the gold medal, the championship final on the line here. The Holy Cross FC from St. John's, taking on London Alliance FC. And we're just moments away from the opening kickoff.
All right, soccer fans, let's get you set for this kickoff here at the women's final as you're tuned into Canada Soccer's Toyota National Championships 2022. It's the Jubilee Trophy, the gold medal coming up here, opening kickoff between Holy Cross FC St. John's, representing Newfoundland and Labrador, taking on London Alliance FC Galaxy, representing Ontario. The opening kickoff just seconds away. This should be a phenomenal match here, as both of these teams finishing undefeated through the group phase of play. London Alliance Galaxy winning both of their matches, taking on Nova Scotia and Quebec in the group phase. Newfoundland with a strong showing as well, and while they've brought out the crowd support here at the 2022 Toyota National Championships, no doubt about it. Holy Cross FC will be wearing the red kits, yellow trim, yellow numbering, but it's red uniforms, red shorts, red socks. They'll be defending the goal to our left as Jamie Crocker gets the start in net. So they'll be working left to right across your screens. And for London Alliance FC Galaxy, they're wearing their all-white kits, dark numbering on their back. And it'll be Samira Somer getting the start in goal. Holy Cross FC will play a 4-4-2 to start the match. London counter with a 3-4-3. As we're just seconds away from the opening kickoff, you're tuned in to Canada Soccer's live stream broadcast of the Toyota National Championships 2022. It's the Jubilee Trophy Women's Championship Final as our match officials get set to kick off the action. And here we go. We are underway as London FC Alliance Galaxy kick us off, working right to left across your screen in that 3-4-3 formation. As they win in early, throw-in, Johnston gets set to toss it in. Ball flicked up along the far touchline, and Both teams scrumming for possession, and it's Holy Cross that knocked the ball up the pitch where it's met by the London captain, Emily Costello. Costello controlling it here for London Alliance FC Galaxy as they move the ball into the attacking side of half. Controlling it is Johnston. They have to play it backwards, and in doing so, a throw-in to come here for the Galaxy. Fowler gets set to take the toss. Headed straight up defensively by Taylor, and it'll be another London throw-in. As the ball ricocheting around, and it'll be controlled now by Vickers for the Galaxy. She shields it from the defender. Drawn back and then across towards the top of the 18, but headed away defensively and now corralled by Lewis for Holy Cross. Pretty neutral conditions here at kickoff. A little bit of a breeze left to right, but not much. As now Newfoundland with promising possession. Sarah Jones brings it in. There's a cross right in front. Little bit of contact, but ultimately nothing doing. Out for a goal kick after it was Lauren Taylor set up for the opportunity. So a good quick change of pace there shown by Holy Cross, and Lauren Taylor springs herself, but ultimately the chance goes wide, and now Galaxy playing it from the goal kick, working for possession as Gren comes up with it. And now a long ball played forward where Vickers tries to catch it, but Holy Cross get there, and it'll be knocked out for a London throw-in. Da Silva Couto gets set to take the throw. Da Silva Couto's throw-in was volleyed straight up in the air by Armstrong. And now it's controlled by Costello. Her ball intended for Vickers over her head. Picked up, and Holy Cross looking for something here as Lewis leads the attack. Nice job to check back to it there by Pope as she springs the ball forward, and running in is Taylor, and she buries it! 3rd minute of action! And Holy Cross FC, holy smokes, what a start to this match! As breaking in, Lauren Taylor buries it to give them the 1-0 advantage. Wow. Well, Taylor got sprung for the earlier chance. This time, they find her again, and no mistake, Taylor buries that one past Sommer and gives the Holy Cross FC squad from St. John's, Newfoundland, the 1-0 lead in the 3rd minute of play. And by contrast to the bronze medal match where we waited 60-plus minutes to get our opening goal of the match, it took just 3 minutes here in the gold medal match for the first goal. How about that? Let's see how London FC Galaxy respond, as coming up with the ball for a moment was Vickers. She couldn't quite hold it, and now it's played back for Armstrong. Armstrong laying that one for Yonker. Possession wrestled away as through the midfield. Newfoundland get possession back. Good job there by Holy Cross. As Lewis takes possession through the midfield, tries to take on the defender in Gren, but loses possession, and now here go Galaxy in transition. Gibson. She tries to feather one through, but too much weight and scooped up by the keeper, Crocker. So a dream start here in the Jubilee Trophy final for Holy Cross FC St. John's from Newfoundland. And now they're trying to double their early lead as they find the goal scorer, Taylor, with the ball. This time she pulls back as she picks out Armstrong, who in turn goes out wide to the touchline. They draw back into the middle. There's a cross attempt. Taylor with the flick on, but no one there in red, and that'll track out for a goal kick. Well, Lauren Taylor playing a attacking midfielder position, and she's been deceptive, sneaking in for a couple early opportunities. As from the goal kick, Holy Cross had it right back into the area, but easily scooped up by Sommer. Her drop kick off of bounds, controlled by the Galaxy as Gren tries to move forward, but she plays back in doing so as Denard works it up the far flank. Now they try carry it ahead. That ball intended for Nelms out of her reach, and quickly Holy Cross hammer that back across the half line. Headed forward, nice job that time by Harris to bring it back. Controlled now by Murphy, but her pocket picked. Vickers drawing it back for the captain, Costello. Costello's right-footed ball controlled by a teammate as turning with it is Johnston. Does well to shield off the tackle, and now Galaxy trying to get something promising going. Johnston running onto it. Closed down nicely by Yonker as Holy Cross get it to the touchline, keep possession. Yonker hammers that one forward, and stepping up there for London is Denard. Before that ball tracks out for a Holy Cross throw-in. So 7th minute of action, and after the opening tally in the 3rd minute of play by Lauren Taylor, St. John's have definitely had control of this match. Let's see how London respond. Working it forward is Nelms. There's an attempt. That one's dipping and just ended up over top the bar, posing enough of a threat that Crocker had to be careful, guiding it out for the goal kick. Ball played forward from the goal kick is Lewis, met by her numerical counterpart in De Silva Couture. And now London easily backtracking because Newfoundland playing the ball forward and running on from the far flank, streaking forward is Young, but she's unable to catch it. In doing so, getting there, she actually caused the defender to knock it out. So a good run that time by Keisha Young, the captain for Holy Cross FC. From the throw-in, Yonker tries to take on the defender, turns. Her attempt gets blocked, loose ball. Charging forward and trying to take it is Murphy, but she wins actually it's out for a goal kick. Defended nicely that time, as I believe it was Gren there for London. Actually, check that. It was Denard who did well to contain Murphy on that charging play. Throw in here for Holy Cross. Thought about taking it quickly was Yonker, but she'll opt to slow it down. And now she receives the ball only to run out of space and turn it over for a London throw-in. From the throw, Johnston tries to take on 2 defenders. Left it there for Nelms. But quickly now Holy Cross trying to push it forward only to have the Galaxy knock it across. Half quickly. Good ball there by Armstrong as she tried to pick out the runner. But too much weight on that, and it's out for a goal kick. Your match officials for this Jubilee Trophy final, your referee Carly Shaw McLaren, AR1 Alicia Carlucci, Elizabeth Montminy, your AR2, and Shaylin Holdaway, the 4th official. London turn the ball over through the midfield, and this could be threatening as Lewis runs into a defender, but they still hold possession through the mid as it's corralled by Taylor. Check that. That was Harris on the ball. They ricochet that one away, and, well, good lunging challenge there by London. Knocks the ball loose, and now here goes Nelms. She's looking to lead the counter across half. Excellent sliding challenge there, as coming away with the ball was Young, the captain for Holy Cross. She timed that tackle perfectly and put an end to any counterattack possibilities. Loose ball through the center circles as it's knocked forward by Gren. Nelms now touches wide. They opt to pull back into the middle. Gren, she gets closed down, so she's got to knock it to the back line where it's picked up by Denard. Gren gives it to the captain, Costello, as she looks up the pitch for an option. Tries to work that Far sideline is coming up with it is Johnston. Touches it even further wide. There's a cross right in on goal and easily secured by Crocker. She barely had to move to make that save and did well not to bite early. So Jamie Crocker getting a few touches now in goal for Newfoundland, and nothing overly challenging yet, but she's been solid thus far. And now here go Holy Cross on a quick counter. Bringing it up is Harris. Inside the 18, draws to her right, tries to cut back into the left. Ball knocked loose. There's a shot right on, and Sommer did well to pluck that out of midair after Connie Lewis let it fly with the right-footed strike. So Holy Cross providing good pressure, generating quality chances, but that time the London Alliance FC Galaxy keeper Sommer equal to the test. Lewis on the ball once again for Holy Cross. Fights off some contact and wins a free kick here in the 12th minute of action. Holy Cross looking to take the free kick with Alex Morgan on the ball. 5-6 red jerseys in and around the penalty area looking for reception. Morgan, right-footed ball, headed away by the defender. It's actually going to go straight on goal. Sommer nearly mishandles it as crashing in for Holy Cross to get a touch, or at least attempting to get the touch. I believe that was Jones. Actually, check, that was the goal scorer, Taylor, nearly coming up with her second, but Samira Sommer able to pluck that one away, and now London have a throw-in just in front of the Holy Cross bench. Nelms under pressure, she's clipped, and it'll be a free kick now for the Galaxy. So they'll start to put white jerseys towards the top of the penalty area with the impending cross, and for the moment there's 5-6 white attackers. Nelms joins the fray, so we'll see if any of them can get a touch on here. Cross comes in, quality ball. Nelms got the first touch, it ricochets around. Ooh, just fanning on it was Costello. She gets it back. Her shot attempt blocked. Nelms with the chance. That was blocked as well. And now Galaxy will try reset and pressure once again. De Silva Couto playing that one up the line. Controlled by Vickers. We've got a Holy Cross player down. Galaxy playing forward as Gren couldn't quite line up the shot, and now we'll get the whistle with the injured Holy Cross player, and she's in some significant pain and discomfort. Hopefully nothing serious here for the injured Newfoundlander. Medical staff will come out and check on the player. Can't quite make out the number of the player, but she's got tears in her eyes, and hopefully she's able to shake this off. As we're in the 15th minute of action and play temporarily stopped due to an injury. As you're tuned into Canada Soccer's Toyota National Championships 2022. It's the Jubilee Trophy Women's Championship gold medal match with Holy Cross FC St. John's from Newfoundland leading 1-0 over London Alliance FC Galaxy of Ontario. 15th minute of action. Well, it appears they're working on the left knee of the injured player. As I believe it's Alyssa Armstrong. And check that, it's Alex Morgan, the injured player for Newfoundland. So again, hopefully for Holy Cross, nothing serious, and hopefully Morgan will be able to return to play. She took that earlier free kick for Holy Cross. She's had a solid opening 15 minutes of the match. You hate to see quality players' day end early. We hope that Morgan is able to shake this off and return to action. As Holy Cross have gathered in front of their own bench, London Alliance FC Galaxy just gathered outside the center circle. We'll restart play here momentarily with a drop ball. And we'll have a substitution coming up as well for Holy Cross, as the injured Morgan taken out of the match and replaced by Kira Malloy. And we'll restart the action here after a little bit of an injury delay. So referee Shaw McLaren restarts the match with the drop ball. Morgan receives a round of applause for being able to get back on her own feet. She's going to receive additional treatment, and we hope a quick return and nothing serious for the injured player, Alex Morgan. From the throw-in, a little bit of contact and taking it up around the face was Berkeley Hughes-Lampkin for the Galaxy, and she gets checked on quickly to make sure there's no blood, and looks like she'll be okay to continue. So the physicality picking up a little bit here, as there's a knock taken by Armstrong, and now the ball controlled by Costello for London. Quick little give and go as Costello plays it out wide for the teammate in De Silva Cuoto. Vickers playing it back, and now they'll try switch as Denard looks to play that one out wide. Good control here by London as Fowler checks her options, lays that one back for Gibson. Into the middle, that one ricochets off a teammate, and good second effort to knock it forward as it's picked up by Hughes-Lampkin. She finds Vickers on the overlap. Vickers squaring up and now draws back in, plays it out top for Hughes-Lampkin. Evades the first defender, left-footed shot attempt off the defensive foot of Malloy, who recently came in on that change for Newfoundland, and in the end, an easy save for Crocker. As her drop kick off a bounce into the London side of half, where it's tracked down by Denard. She plays that one up the line. Possession nearly turned over, but a good slide there by Denard, and now Holy Cross do have it. The pass intended for Lewis blocked out, and now Vickers comes back with it for London. Vickers drawing it back to Silva Cuoto. Gren. Denard looks for a runner up the field in Vickers. She takes on the defender, but Jones clears that with the defensive header, and now it's picked up by Lewis. Lewis checking up the field for a runner. Flicked on, nice touch as threatening there is Pope. It's back to the keeper, and Sommer taking no chances will clear that one out to her defender, who Fowler in turn plays that across half. Secured now by Yonker. Holy Cross trying to hammer that one back into the attacking third. Pope takes it as she tries to square up against the defender. Pope, left-footed cross right in front, and it's in the back of the net! Maul Harris there to bury it. What a cross by Jane Pope. As in the 21st minute of action, Holy Cross FC St. John's double their lead. It's 2-0. After the cross came in from Pope and buried by Harris She was left unmarked all alone, and no doubt about it, it's 2-0 for Holy Cross. Well, London Alliance FC Galaxy, who went undefeated through the group phase of play, facing adversity for the first time here at Canada Soccer's Toyota National Championships 2022. And trailing larger than they have at any other point in this 2022 National Championships. Now down 2-0. The Ontario teams have fared extremely well here at the Toyota National Championships, but right now on the women's side of things in the Jubilee Trophy Championship match, it's Holy Cross FC St. John's up 2-0. The Galaxy try respond. Vickers running onto it, but blocked out defensively by Jones. And now played forward. Armstrong under pressure, lays it back. And they work it out wide. Controlled with time and space. Stepping over it there was Young. And let's see if the Galaxy can turn this into something now. Johnston. Good control. She takes on 2 defenders. Tries to cross that one in. It's off a defender and out for a corner. Nice pace there from Tiffany Johnson to create that chance for London Alliance FC Galaxy. And now Laura Gibson will set up for the corner kick. Preparing to take the outswinger here. As the Galaxy put 5-6 white jerseys in the penalty area. Good cross by Gibson. Evades the first header attempt as Vickers tries to bring it down. The initial header supplied by Hughes Lampkin, but she never really got onto it. And now it's knocked out for a Holy Cross throw. Headed back by the Galaxy as the 2 teams exchanging possession, and now Vickers comes away with it for London. She draws that one back. Denard carrying it, taking the space in front of her. Now chips it back, looking for Hughes Lampkin. She heads it on, but coming off her line to collect is Crocker. So smart heads up goalkeeping there from Jamie Crocker. She read the play well and anticipated the flick on. And now her drop kick, headed away by the Galaxy's Gibson. They start to work it forward with Fowler. She supplies that ball ahead for Johnston. Taking on the defender, tries to turn her inside out. Johnston working hard there against Young, but a little too aggressive in the eyes of the match official, and a free kick given up here. It'll be possession to Holy Cross FC St. John's. 24th minute of action. They lead 2-0. As Young takes the free kick, and now the Galaxy try to bring the ball down. Nice job there by Gren to come away with it. She lays it out wide. There's a cross into the area as Hughes Lampkin got a bit of a touch onto it. Vickers trying to shield from the defender. Makes its way over to Da Silva Couto, who in turn goes to Nelms, and then Costello hammers it forward. That headed on by the defensive head, and, well, Crocker unable to get there. It's last off of Malloy and out for a London corner. So Laura Gibson will get set to take the corner here. Setting up for an in-swinger. Right-footed ball to the near post, defended well as that one was threatening the possibility of curling into the near post. Didn't quite make out the St. John's defender. I think it might have been Malloy who was there. As now London start to work the ball through their back line. Played ahead, Denard switches with time and space along the far flank, and they'll take that. Controlled by Fowler. She dribbles that one ahead, right into the penalty area. Fowler steps up, big save, big rebound, Nelms! Oh no! Maria Nelms put the rebound wide on the chance. Big save by Crocker. And in the end, Holy Cross able to breathe a little bit easier after the Galaxy nearly got their first of the match. 26 minutes of action. Substitution for the Galaxy as it was Nelms coming out of the match. She's had a good opening 26 minutes of play, but probably knowing she could have done better with that rebound opportunity as she found herself alone, maybe about 16 yards out with the ball and just put it wide. Turning with it and trying to move forward now are the Galaxy as they pick out Vickers on the near flank. Defended closely. It's off a Holy Cross defender in Jones and out for a Galaxy throw. Da Silva Couto's throw was ultimately intercepted. The clearance blocked out by the Galaxy, and quickly it ricochets over to Lewis. She draws back as Jones cleared, flicked on, and now Costello battles for it, and she'll just knock that one out, giving a throw in here to Newfoundland. Sarah Jones with the throw-in. Really good crowd on hand for this match. As here go Holy Cross. Harris, she's got the second goal, tries to cross in front, but a bit of a tumble at the top of the 18 from Pope, and ultimately nothing coming from the opportunity. Denard, her ball controlled for the moment by Johnston. She was under pressure and did well to fight off the tackle. As now it's back with the captain Costello. Da Silva Couto plays it back to Costello. She's got some time and space, now supplies the ball forward. It's immediately knocked away from Geraci, who was brought into the match after that change with Nelms. Now it's controlled by Costello. Trying to pick out a player, and they find one in Hughes Lampkin, but she's immediately closed down. Good defending by Murphy. And now Holy Cross try and move it into the attacking side of half. Lewis, she's closed down. Excellent job by Vickers. She looks to supply a counter on that cross, but it's headed away. She follows it up to pick up the ball, and now Vickers will lay that one back for Denard. Takes the space in front of her. Thought about playing a long ball, but instead opts for the short option along the line. And now Fowler takes her defender on, taking it into the attacking third before winning a corner kick here for the Galaxy. It's a nice job there by Reese Fowler to create the corner kick. As Julia Geraci gets set to take it, setting up for the in-swinger. 30th minute of action. London would love a response here. Let's see what they do. Quality cross from the corner, headed away defensively. Excellent elevation by Harris to come up and knock that clear. And now Holy Cross maybe trying to get a counter. They don't have tons of numbers in transition, though. They do well to hold the ball through the midfield and now supply a ball intended for Taylor to run onto. Lewis tries to pick out the option on the top of the pitch there in Pope, and she controls it. Nice work here by Holy Cross as Pope tries to take on the defender and then gets a little too aggressive on the back of Fowler, committing the foul. And a free kick to come for London Alliance FC Galaxy. An errant yellow card on the field as it must have fallen out of the referee's pocket. So this is one of those rare instances where the player, Sarah Jones, giving a caution to the referee. Not really, though. Very tongue-in-cheek, yes. Good sportsmanship there by Jones to hand the card back to our match official in Shaw McLaren. And we'll restart with the free kick for the Galaxy. Good ball played up to the half, but, well, both teams battling for possession, and now nearly coming away with it was Armstrong. Ricochets into the control of Murphy. She does well to pick out a teammate in Pope, playing it out wide, but that's blocked by Fowler. And then her clearance also impeded, only to have it fall to a teammate, and now battling there is Johnston, but in the end, the ball rolls to the keeper, Sommer, and she'll take controlled possession here for London. So under 15 minutes of play remaining in the first half, as you're tuned into the Canada Soccer Toyota National Championships 2022. And here go Holy Cross on the attack once again. Left-footed attempt drawn by Lewis. It was blocked. They had possession for a moment longer, only to see London come away with it now as Garachi tries to turn and send Vickers on a run, but that ball out of her range, and it'll be secured by Malloy. Back to the keeper, Crocker. Yonker. Loose ball stepping up there was Denard. She hammers it, but it's out for a Holy Cross throw-in. We're going to get a substitution here for the Galaxy, as Rachel Drouillard will come into the match, and Reese Fowler, who's played a strong game on that right flank, creating good offensive opportunities and fairly sound defensive play as well. She'll take a break for the time being. Denard. Ooh, Costello with a bit of a miss-hit, but ultimately possession stays with London, as they'll work it over to Johnston. Draws back for Drouillard. That ball headed away by a Holy Cross defender, picked up now by Garachi. Into the middle. Grind. Costello. No force as Gibson unable to control the initial pass, and now Jones controls it for Holy Cross. Malloy. Yonker touched that one out wide as the captain Young now takes the time and space in front of her. Good left-footed ball ahead, but knocked away by the defensive header of Denard. Through the midfield, Galaxy. Nice job by Garachi to keep it away from the Holy Cross tackler, and then the ball through the middle secured by the back four as Yonker takes it for Holy Cross. Her through ball initially blocked down. Battle for possession, and good job there by Gibson to make the pass. Touched over now as it's controlled by Drouillard. She tries to take, well, after making the pass to Johnson, who took on the defender, it's knocked out of play, and it'll be a throw-in now for Holy Cross. So a little more than 10 minutes of match play remaining now in the first half, as there's a long ball for Lewis to run onto, but too much weight on that and easily secured by the London keeper, Sommer, who will keep it at her feet. And she'll touch that one over to Denard. As Denard's ball needles past a couple of players, and now in control of Holy Cross. Space for Malloy. She advances it forward. It was actually Jones, who then they cross towards the top of the 18, but Denard there with the defensive header and the clearance. Armstrong touching that one as they now play it back for Young. Her left-footed cross to the top of the 18, knocked away by the defensive header Costello, but quickly Holy Cross back in possession. As there's a good ball played into the 18, and a bit of a defensive scramble there for London before it was cleared away. And now Holy Cross trying to keep the pressure on, but this time they'll peel back, and they'll be picked up by Malloy. Yonker. Young. Works it up the touchline as it's controlled now by Pope. Pope looking for a cross, plays it along the turf. Off a defender, misclearance there by London, and it just skipped away from Lewis, who was trying to pounce on it. And now the Galaxy with a mistouch. Well, they had a clearance opportunity and then gave it away. There's a ball by Armstrong, but that one too heavy, out for a goal kick. 36 minute of action. Holy Cross FC St. John's 2, London Alliance FC Galaxy nothing. As you're tuned in to the Jubilee Trophy Finals, it's Canada Soccer's Toyota National Championships 2022. We're live streaming on the Canada Soccer YouTube channel. My name's Nico Cardarelli. We'll be back with you for the men's final tomorrow morning at North Maple Park in the Challenge Trophy. We'll have the third place match and the finals, just like we did here today. Jesse Da Silva, Couto's ball, works its way back to Costello by way of Gren, and now it's controlled by Denard. Gren, time and space, she gets closed down, so she leaves it for Costello. Bit of a light touch, but ultimately Pope not causing as much of a threat as one may have thought, and now it's controlled by the Galaxy to the near touchline. Da Silva Couto tripped over her own feet and did well to recover to get a throw in here for her team. They take it short from the throw as it's closed down by Armstrong. Nice job there to anticipate, and now it's Jane Pope in possession for Holy Cross. They're already up 2-0, and they're working for more as she touches out wide. Drawing back into the middle as taking on the defender was Hickey, but unable to generate a clean shot, and it's out for a Holy Cross throw. Hickey coming in as a substitute and nearly making an impact there. Both teams limited to 5 changes throughout the match, unlimited substitutions at the half. As Hickey tries to cross that one in, it's met by the defensive header as London look for full clearance, and good job by Garachi to play that out wide before Young steps into it for cross. Here go Holy Cross once again. There's a good right-footed ball, but a little too tight to the keeper. Easy save for Sommer as, well, the Holy Cross FC St. John's squad unable to pick out the intended target of Pope in the box. And now Galaxy work it out with their captain, Costello. Denard looks up the pitch for an option as Vickers running towards it, but it'll be met by the defensive header of Malloy. Loose ball through the center circle as a 50-50 ensues, and possession still in doubt only until Jones wrestles it away for Holy Cross. Armstrong, good pass. Lewis picked out along the touchline. Her cross into the middle. Pope, she comes back from an offside position, so that'll put an end to the sequence for Holy Cross FC St. John's. As we approach the 40th minute of action, and London continue to work for a response after conceding twice, which is more goals than they've conceded in any other match here at the Toyota National Championships 2022. Headed away that time by Jones, as securing it for Galaxy is Sabrina Denard. Her ball partially intercepted by Yonker, but she knocks it out, and it'll go for a Galaxy throw-in. Played back to Denard as Gren takes it one more time. Lewis closing down Costello as it's secured now by Gibson. Through the half as London able to corral the ricochet ball. Nice work by Johnston to get a touch in. Long ball sent up, but no one in white running onto it, so Crocker comes to the edge of her area and secures possession for Holy Cross. Crocker will scoop it up here. Not the best of drop kicks that time, but evades the Galaxy players in Vickers and Fowler, and now the ball played ahead where Costello comes onto it, knocks it off the Holy Cross player and out for a London throw. Da Silva Couto plays it back to Costello, who in turn lays it over for Gren. Now it's back with Denard. Gren. Denard. Holy Cross content to keep London at bay here with this type of non-threatening possession, but we'll see if Galaxy can spring something. As Denard plays a good ball forward. Closed down immediately was Johnston, and now possession turned over as here goes Lewis. Lewis streaking up the line. She's got space as Johnson tries to close her down. Good tackle as Lewis tries to work her way back up from the turf. Loose ball. There's a shot that could be challenging, but off the foot of Taylor, it ends up having a little too much English and ultimately never posing a threat to Samira Sommer. It's out for a goal kick. Holy Cross knocked the ball back into London's defensive third from the goal kick. Sommer clears that one with her right foot as it's secured by Johnston. They'll try work it into the middle of the pitch through Gren as Costello now opens it out wide for Da Silva Couto. Opts to play it back for Costello. Denard. She's got some time and space, takes the ball in front of her, and then supplies the pass for Berkeley Hughes Lampkin. Gren, good job to shield it from the back charging Lewis. Played out wide. Vickers staying on side. Tries to touch that one forward. Nice little 1-2. Vickers staying on again. Left-footed cross trying to pick out the near post, but secured by the keeper Crocker. And despite some good possession there, London unable to create a quality scoring chance on the sequence. Let's see what they do this time, though, as they pick possession away through the midfield. Vickers, she was intended, but a good defensive stretch by Jones knocked it loose and put an end to that threat. Gibson, nice pass over to Gracci. Vickers, again, defensively. Jones there for Holy Cross. Secured now by Lewis. Her left-footed ball played forward. Good defensive read by Denard to step up and anticipate that. And now here goes Gwen as she dribbles around a couple of defenders, taking a third one on. Nutmegs her, but then loses the ball shortly thereafter, and now it's back with Costello. She looks to play a right-footed ball back into the attacking third as it's secured by Hughes Lampkin. Drawing it back. Gracci, she gets closed down. Possession stripped away, played up the line and out for a London throw. And nice work there by Jane Pope. Approaching the halftime whistle, we wait to see how much added time we'll have here as the Galaxy take the throw short. Denard. Gracci, back for Denard. Costello. Denard. Picks out the player in Gibson, turning that one wide, and a quick touch, but out of the range for Johnston to get to, and that'll allow Holy Cross to clear it out across the line where it goes for a Galaxy throw. Well, Holy Cross playing a 4-4-2, but at times they're almost pushing a couple of attackers forward to try bait London into playing a forced ball through when they've got that possession with the back four. We'll keep an eye if London will try expose some of that space through the midfield going forward. Juilliard gets set to take the throw. Vickers battling for possession. It's off a Holy Cross player and out for a corner kick. So the fourth official has indicated a minimum of 4 minutes added time here in the first half, and we'll see if London Alliance Galaxy can take advantage of setting up for the in-swinger, delivering across, and that one knocked down by the defensive effort of Hickey. as she gets the clearance to the touchline, and Gracci, who took that corner, will get set to take the throw in here for London. Quickly tosses up the line. As battling for it is Johnston. Tries to take on the captain in Young. Johnston gets around her. Tries to take a second defender, but coming in with the extra support was Yonker for the clearance. Ball cleared almost to the half where it's secured by Gren. She takes the initial defender on, and then her pass intercepted off of Gibson and out for a Holy Cross throw-in. So 2 goals early in the first half. The opening tally in this match coming in just the 3rd minute of play, and then at the time it was Lauren Taylor who opened up the scoring for Holy Cross FC St. John's. And then they doubled around the 20-minute mark with a beautiful goal from Mal Harris off a just spectacular cross played in from Pope. And that's all the scoring so far, is Holy Cross Newfoundland lead 2-0 over London Alliance FC Galaxy representing Ontario. But here go the Galaxy as it's picked up by Hughes Lampkin. She draws back. Gren, she beats the first tackle, plays it back to Hughes Lampkin. Uses Gren on the overlap, and she's going to be able to catch this into the attacking third. Gren checking her options, looking for a cross. Plays it short and ends up giving possession up on the mistouch. Jones only with a partial clearance. Galaxy battling for it, but Johnson coming in a little too aggressive, commits the foul. And a free kick here for Holy Cross FC St. John's. Crocker delivers the right-footed boot through the ball, flicked on by Jones. Only as far as Gibson, who tries to play it forward for Vickers. She's going to be able to run onto this. Vickers puts that right on goal, but plucked out of midair by Crocker. And she's had solid, safe hands throughout this first half in goal for Holy Cross FC, as Crocker once again picking off a cross. Armstrong. Her touch, mishit, as now Galaxy will try turn with it. They play it back for Da Silva Couto, who in turn lays it for Denard. Denard, as it's out wide for Drouillard. Her ball intended for Vickers, too far, out for a Holy Cross throw-in. So final few minutes and moments of the first half ticking away as we're into the 4 minutes of added time. And the Galaxy would love to wrestle one back here before the break. They play it over to Hughes Lampkin. Her ball in just to the top of the area where it was immediately knocked away from Gracci. Good defending there by committee by Holy Cross. And now they've got the ball at the half trying to counter as Pope plays it up the far line. Hickey. Defender had to make the sliding tackle, knocked out, and that'll do it for the first half of action. As after the opening 45 minutes of play, it's Holy Cross FC St. John's 2, London Alliance FC Galaxy 0. Folks, stay tuned. Second half kickoff coming up next. You're tuned in to the Canada Soccer Toyota National Championships.
socials. Fashionable.
I've had my time. I'm struggling with
Murphy was supposed to do it.
See it? Oh, that's awesome.
family emergency. Hey man, I took over.
Look candid. Oh, that's a great shot. Thanks, man. We're trying to keep our social media presence alive, but we actually have to remember to take pictures. Started asking clients if we can interview them afterwards. Hey, how'd you enjoy the shoot? So the monopod, that guy there has a...
technical or camera assistants. Yeah. So they handled like, our writer handled talking to, like dealing with script issues and like, we had set deck and we had this and that. And, like,
did you have like some like mobile equipment, like steady thing or something?
No.
Yeah. Well, because I remember we bumped into you in the RCC meeting from set, and I showed you what at the time I thought was the coolest shit ever. We got just like a
was it the one where she was in the white hallway walking?
Yeah,
I remember that.
Engineering building. I was like, look at that! It's like we simulated a $10,000 dolly cart.
Yeah.
Like this,
And I remember you got you were like, why does Nick Kirsten have all the water? But like half of like we got one of them by mistake, and then the other two I did intentionally rent.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
that was
Only
just,
Human
that was
a film where we learned a lot of quick lessons. Number one is, always have a focus pulling monitor. Don't
That's
try
why we
and
had
do it
two.
off your camera screen.
That's why we had two, and then the third one, I think you saw on like an Instagram story. That one was the mistake. That I don't know.
I may have seen it on Instagram before. That's so long ago.
Oh yeah, it
I
was.
don't remember.
Dude, it was forever.
But like we didn't even have a manual follow focus. On the rare occasion where we had to do a rack focus, that was literally Tao's hand on the barrel of the lens. Tiny subtle changes because the whole movie was basically shot in dark.
Yeah.
So shooting wide open.
Well, that's why I was like, bring all the 1Ks. And then throw on the ND filter.
Exactly. Yeah, I had storyboarded all these shots that were sort of like Citizen Kane inspired with like very deep focus. And then of course I read several months after the fact that the only reason Citizen Kane was able to do that was because the sets basically looked like the surface of the sun. It's just light everywhere. Until they tell us to get back on the game show.
Look like the surface of the sun. Like, you're entirely correct. It's just that's a funny way to put it. Yeah. Looks like we're coming back up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
All right, soccer fans, let's get you set for the second half kickoff here in the championship match or the Jubilee Trophy. It's the Canada Soccer Toyota National Championships 2022. And we begin the second half kickoff with Holy Cross FC St. John's kicking off the action, working right to left across your screens and leading the match 2-0 as we get the second half underway. Again, teams allotted unlimited substitutions at the half. 5 changes throughout the rest of the match. And we'll see if any of the changes that either of these squads made can impact the scoreline as London Alliance Galaxy trailing 2-0, and they'll try bounce back here in the second half of action. As coming up with it is Gibson. They pick out the runner. Nice run here by Drouillard. She advances that one forward as running onto it is Vickers. Vickers closed down defensively as Yonker gets there, but Vickers able to work her way out of the corner, draws back as Drouillard tries to cross to the far flank. Running over to it is Cahoot. She stayed onside despite tracking back and did well to win a throw-in here for London. From the throw, immediately stripped away by Jones. She's been an anchor on that back line today for Holy Cross, as Holy Cross FC St. John's win themselves a throw-in here. Took them just 3 minutes to open the scoring in this match, as that ball, I believe they'll have to retake the throw as it never actually came into play. And then a goal around the 20th minute mark from Mal Harris, who I've been informed is now the all-time leading goal scorer here at the Jubilee Trophy Toyota National Championships Tournament with 35 career goals. Absolutely spectacular stuff. What an accomplishment by Harris. And well, she's a big reason why Holy Cross FC St. John's lead this match 2-0. And now they're starting to break out of their own half, as drawing back for it was Hickey. Trying to pick a ball forward that time for Taylor, but dispossessed and now controlled by Denard. Denard controls on the back line here for the Galaxy as she feeds that one ahead for Cahoot. Cahoot trying to turn around the player, makes the pass. Gibson taking it forward, draws that pass just out of the reach of Cahoot, but it'll find its way back to her teammate Drouillard. Vickers trying to take the defender on. She gets tripped up, and a free kick to come now for the Galaxy after Young committed the foul against Vickers. Drouillard will opt to leave the throw this time, as Check that was the free kick. As the foul committed about a foot away from the touchline. Two-player wall initially setting up, and now Pope will go in for extra defensive support with 7 white jerseys in and around the penalty area. As Garachi delivers the cross in, headed away by Pope. Battle for it as it pinballs around. Cahoot with the shot, and that one just goes high and wide. That one threatening the top corner as Cahoot put the right foot into it and just missed, pulling one back for London Alliance Galaxy. As Crocker plays the goal kick out. Quickly, the Galaxy back in possession as Vickers had it knocked away, but just prior to that, a foul committed, so a free kick once again here for London. As DiNardo gets set to take the free kick. And again, about 6 white jerseys in and around the same vicinity of the penalty areas. Denard delivers a good ball in, ricocheted right on goal, but not enough power on that header, and an easy save for Crocker, as she wasn't fooled there. Good idea from the Galaxy, but Crocker equal to the test with the save, as they had the ball around, and now it'll be Holy Cross coming up with possession as they try to play it forward for Pope. That one met by a defensive header through the center circle, and it's controlled as they play it wide here for the captain in Young. Her ball initially blocked by Denard. Loose ball picked up now by Jones. Playing that one out wide. Lewis tries to cut back in, looking for Pope. Bit of a couple of missed clearances there from the Galaxy as they scramble here defensively, and just getting to it to clear the pressure was Drouillard. One London player down behind the play, as I believe it was Denard who came in with the extra support. It is Denard who's in a little discomfort. Well, hopefully nothing serious there for the London Alliance FC Galaxy player. Actually check that. Denard supporting the captain. It was Costello who took the knock there. And Costello seems to be able to shake this one off. As we'll restart play with an uncontested drop ball in possession to London. So Denard will carry it out from her own penalty area. Plays it ahead, intended for Cahoot, but it's met by the defensive header of Yonker. Still pushing forward are the Galaxy. Vickers tries to close that down, but it's just out of her range, and headed forward now by Holy Cross, as a few members of their men's team here as well cheering on the women's squad in this championship match of the Jubilee Trophy. The men will contend for the bronze medal tomorrow in the Challenge Trophy. They had a great performance through the group phase as well, and ultimately it came down to goal differential for first in that group, with Newfoundland and Ottawa Gloucester Celtic representing Ontario. Two of the arguably best squads on the men's side of the competition, and a shame that ultimately they can't face off in the final with them both being grouped in the same group throughout the group phase. But they did battle each other well. I think the final, if I remember, was 1-1. when they squared off, as now it's controlled by Holy Cross, and they've got room to transition here. Carrying it forward is Pope. She takes the space in front of her. Jane Pope looks for a left-footed cross to the far post. No one there in red to run onto it. The closest player would have been, I believe, Harris, but she was way far out to track on, and ultimately Sommer scoops it up. Actually checked that it was Taylor, the closest attacker in the vicinity. Here goes Lewis now for Holy Cross, but good step up defensively by Denard to clear that one, and it's out for a throw-in. Ball tossed in and secured here by Hickey as it's turned over, and the Galaxy try working ahead for Cahoot as Gabby Cahoot knocked off the ball, and nothing more for the time being. Cahoot tries to win it back. Actually checked that was Gibson, but Gibson getting too much onto the back of the Holy Cross player, and it'll be a free kick here for the squad in red, who are technically the visitors in this match. As there's a good ball played forward. It goes off the back of Hickey, ricocheting around as getting a volley to it was Drouillard. 55th minute of action, 10 minutes gone here in the second half, as there's a good ball leading Vickers on a run. She's closed down. Excellent defensive work by Yonker to wrestle off that challenge. The London fans wanted a free kick. The Holy Cross fans cheering on that defensive play. And now it's knocked out for a Newfoundland throw-in, as it'll be Young stepping up to take the throw. As working forward is Hickey. She's defended by Denard, and Denard comes away with possession. Touch, but quickly turned over. Nice work there by Yonker to try get it back. Charging forward was Armstrong. She got a partial block. Yonker. Now it's controlled by Young, and she's got room to carry this into the attacking third. Young controlling the attack. Cross to the far post. Oh, what a goal! That was beautiful! That was spectacular! And that was Connie Lewis finishing it off to make it 3-0 for Holy Cross FC St. John's. Absolutely spectacular soccer there, as the cross coming in and buried by Connie Lewis. She was unmarked on the far post and volleyed that one in. And it's 3-0 for Holy Cross FC St. John's. As you're tuned in to Canada Soccer and the Toyota National Championships 2022, it's the women's final, the Jubilee Trophy. And here go Holy Cross once again. Pope on the ball, taking the defender on. But this time, Samard gets there as she steps in. Denard got there to step in front and put an end to that rush, as Holy Cross had thoughts of tallying twice in just moments. But now here go the Galaxy through midfield as Gren takes it forward. She's got time and space in front of her. Gren controlling it, shielding the ball from the defender, not finding the support. Now she picks out a player in Gibson, but her pass blocked, and now it'll be corralled by Jones, who plays one up the touchline. It's closed down as Hickey fights off the challenge, wins advantage, and now plays a cross in for Pope to run onto. The flag stays down. Pope to her left, tries to draw to her right, but Denard there defensively, and she knocks that out for a corner. I tell you, these fans to my left, the fans from St. John's, were ready to erupt on that chance as Pope tried to draw to her right foot for a strike. But good defending there by Sabrina Denard to knock it out for the corner. '58th minute of action, setting up for an in-swinger. Good ball delivered right tight to the line, headed away by the defender, and now picked up by Armstrong for Holy Cross. Cahoot gets there for London and knocks that one out. Possession here to Holy Cross with the throw-in. Pope working against Vickers, knocks it off of Vickers, and that's out for another corner kick. So good pressure here from Holy Cross FC St. John's, as they've increased their lead and continue to press. Already up 3-0. Setting up for another corner kick. The in-swinger delivered right. It actually saw its way through a scrum of players, and it's going to go straight out for a goal kick. So a couple of good crosses coming from the corners for Holy Cross, but ultimately no further damage done, and Sommer gets set to take the goal kick now for London Alliance FC Galaxy. Da Silva Couto, her ball controlled, and they tried to pick out Cahoot up at the half, but nothing doing ultimately, and now it's controlled by Taylor, who opened up the scoring back in the 3rd minute. A foul called behind the play, and it'll be a free kick for Holy Cross FC St. John's. Could have been advantage played, but nothing doing in the end. A quick whistle, and now a free kick to come for Newfoundland. Is setting up, and they put about 5 red jerseys in and around the top of the penalty area. There's a good ball, but Sommer comes off her line, diving down, and collects that confidently. So about 30 minutes of match play remaining here, and for London Alliance FC Galaxy, they've got to show some urgency and try find a way to chip away at this 3-0 lead that Holy Cross have built up here. Throw in to come here as long toss. Da Silva Couto can't control it along the line. It's out for a London throw. Pace just slowing up in the last moment or two, as controlled now by Geraci. She plays back to the back line. Denard, she's had a solid game on that back line for London. There's a through ball, is running towards it is Weber, but it'll be too far out of her range, and scooped up by Jamie Crocker, the keeper for Holy Cross FC. As Crocker gets set to take the drop kick. Good right-footed boot, sees it out through the half, and initial flick on from Hickey was blocked, and then played forward by Drouillard. Secured now by Galaxy through the center circle, as coming with it is Gren. She turns to the near side, makes the pass to Vickers, player on her, but Vickers is able to fight off the challenge and now feeds the ball up the line. But defensively, Yonker there for Holy Cross, as she goes back to her keeper. And Crocker, not the best clearance there. It's picked up by Vickers, unable to keep it in along the touchline. It's out for a Holy Cross throw-in. Well, that third goal from Holy Cross really kind of knocking some of the wind out of the lungs here of London Alliance. They've just struggled to find energy and pace. Oh, and there's a good through ball as Hickey tries to run onto it. It was Denard with that aerial attempt, who almost a circus-esque type of play, flying through the air to try and knock it loose, and she just missed. What was the oohs and ahs that you heard as Gibson knocks it forward for Cahoot. Vickers, she's trying to provide a spark. There's a good ball for Cahoot to run onto as she takes it towards the goal line, tracks it off the defender, and earns a corner kick now for London Alliance FC Galaxy. And we'll see what they can do with this corner kick as they send Julia Geraci over to set up for the set piece. 63rd minute. A little tough to tell from our vantage point, but I believe she's setting up for an in-swinger as Geraci delivers that ball. Top of the 18, knocked away, but only as far as Gren. She's got options, tries to take the defender on, but the hesitation leads to the misplay, a collision there as well. And now Holy Cross looking to counter as Hickey bringing the ball forward, but picked off her foot by Vickers. Good hustle as Vickers made that track all the way back from inside the penalty area into her own half to dispossess the ball from the foot of Hickey. Holy Cross have themselves a throw-in in front of their own bench here as we approach the 64th minute of play. Hickey running onto it, trying to take on the defender. Hickey delivers the cross. Sommer did well to lunge off her line and pluck that one out of midair with a player in the vicinity as Pope was looking for reception on that cross. Through the midfield is picked up by Gibson. She tries to take on a couple of red shirt defenders and in the process loses it as here goes Lewis. She's got the third goal for Holy Cross, but that time her ball intercepted. Headed away as Cahoot trying to battle for it there, and getting a big chunk was Armstrong. And it looks like it'll just be a free kick and a bit of a verbal warning from the match official, but nothing more. As a free kick now for London. Costello opts to play it short and back for Denard. Her right-footed ball trying to pick out Vickers, headed on by the defender, but Crocker just able to track back and make the save. She was a little bit off her line, but Crocker did well to scamper back and pluck that one out before any harm could be handed out. Loose ball control through the midfield now as Murphy comes up with it. Evades the first challenge, plays it over for intended for Hickey, but that was knocked loose. And now picked up by Weber for London. Weber taking on the defender, but runs out of room and wins a throw-in here for London. Up the line, Weber tries to advance it forward, but that ball out of play, so possession turned over on a throw-in. Good header there by the defensive challenge in De Silva Couto, but now it falls to Cahoot as she tries to take it forward for Galaxy. Cahoot driving wide, taking defenders on, but heavy touch, and then Young able to knock it out for a throw-in. So London will have the throw in the attacking third. Not a ton of movement off the ball from the throw. It's picked off and now controlled by Hickey as she tries to find the overlapping option, and she does. Nice run here by Pope as she's taking it forward for Holy Cross. Pope taking the defender on, and Denard tries to find Hickey on the return overlap, but Costello there defensively for London, and that puts an end to that chance. As Drouillard makes the short pass. Now they pick out Vickers along the touchline. Nice return as Gracci tries to defend it ahead for Cahoot. She's defended on the shielding effort by Yonker, and then it's off of Yonker out for a Galaxy throw. 67th minute of action. As from the toss, Galaxy trying to work their way into the penalty area. Cahoot gets knocked down. She's able to hold possession there, working her way up from the turf. Nice job as she draws that back for Vickers. Vickers lays it as Drouillard under pressure, but evades the first challenge. Now lays it off. Gren, she tries the left-footed attempt. It was kind of half shot, half cross, and in the end, all out for a goal kick. So approaching the final 20 minutes of match play, and Holy Cross FC St. John's maintaining a 3-0 lead over London Alliance FC Galaxy as you're tuned into the Canada Soccer YouTube live stream of the Toyota National Championships 2022. It's the women's final, the Jubilee Championship match. As it all came down to this after a great week of action, the National Championships kicking off back on Wednesday, and, well, This is the final match in the Jubilee Trophy National Championships as Kohut tries to work her way into the penalty area, working off a lot of contact on her back, but nothing doing. And now Holy Cross work it to the near side flank as they send the ball up to the half. Good header that time by Denard to knock it away, and then a strong slide there by Drouillard to clear it out for the throw. Vickers anticipates well from the throw, and they cause a turnover, and this could be threatening as Weber tries to touch back to Vickers, but she got closed down by Young, and that put an end to any break that London may have been thinking of. Drouillard tosses in, picks out a teammate as unable to hold possession that time was Weber. Now Pope making the run, but Denard there defensively, and she'll go back to her keeper, Sommer. Costello. Gren. Through the middle, controlled by Gibson. Nice feed to pick out Gracci. Her ball blocked by the defender in Jones. She has just been so solid in that right back position today for Holy Cross. As here's their captain, Keisha Young. She delivers a great ball up the line for Pope to run onto. She's staying on side, and she's going to be able to catch this. So Pope working her way out from the goal line, taking on the defender in Denard, but stepping into her path and getting a clearance are the Galaxy. Only as far as Young. She gets it back for Holy Cross, but her pass off the mark and out for a London throw-in. So 70th minute of action as a foul committed there on the back of Gren, and a free kick now for the Galaxy. And they've got basically 20 minutes remaining to try change this outcome, trailing 3-0. Got to find some energy, find a spark. It's not for a lack of trying. They just haven't been able to connect the way they have through other points here at the Toyota National Championships. And give full credit to Holy Cross FC St. John's for really knocking them off their stride and making today's match the toughest one that the Galaxy have had so far here at Nationals. Good job by Gren to turn around the player. She takes it in. There's a right-footed shot from distance, but after one bounce in on target, an easy save there for Crocker. Well, nice idea from Kira Gren, but a little too far out. The shot never really challenging Crocker, and London will have to try again. As Gren makes that pass. Picked up by Gracci. She's closed down immediately as Lewis strips the ball away, and now Lewis dribbling herself out of trouble, making the pass back. Now it's back with the keeper, Crocker. Being closed down, she has to play that one out wide where Yonker tries to run onto it, but it's out, and it'll be a London throw-in deep in the attacking third. From the throw, they work it back as Vickers checks her options, draws to her left, now leaves it for Drouillard, who delivers a good right-footed cross to the top of the 18, but that was knocked away by a defensive volley and now controlled by Costello. Costello tries to pick out a runner in De Silva Couto, but ultimately Jones was there defensively, and there's Jones again with the clearance for Holy Cross. Costello goes back to her keeper, Sommer. As Costello draws back for Denard. Denard, her through ball forward, knocked away initially by Murphy, but London continue to press, and now Gibson wins possession out wide to De Silva Couto. Controlled by Weber. De Silva Couto trying to hold it there and ultimately runs out of real estate. It's out for a St. John's throw. But we'll get a substitution first here for London as we're into the 73rd minute of action, and It'll be Tiffany Johnston coming back into the match and Michelle Weber being substituted out. So we'll see if Johnston, who provided that attacking presence throughout the first half with her wing play and change of pace, we'll see if she can make an impact late here in this one. Controlled now by Hickey. She brings it into the attacking side of half. Tried to pick out Pope with the pass, but that's blocked away. And now Gren has it through the midfield for London. Quickly picked off her foot. Nice work there by Alyssa Armstrong. Lewis tries to take on her numerical counterpart in Da Silva Couto. Lewis, fancy footwork, trying to dribble her way into the penalty area. Left-footed attempt, and that one just sailed over top the bar. But great creativity shown there by Connie Lewis to generate that chance. Lewis already with one in the match. Trying to work for a brace. That one headed away by Armstrong. Drouillard volleys it forward. Cahoot can't get a touch to it. And under pressure, Malloy will just clear that one out for a throw. Cahoot. Ball played forward where it'll be shielded by Yonker. She has to take it into the corner and wins her team a goal kick. Good defending that time by Danielle Yonker. So 75th minute of action, and Holy Cross FC St. John's looking to take this one post to post basically. They opened up the scoring in the 3rd minute of action, and they're looking to close this one out into the final 90. Leading 3-0 here over London Alliance FC Galaxy as it's controlled now by Denard. Under pressure by Pope. Denard plays back to the keeper Sommer. We had a little misstep, but no harm, no foul ultimately. And now played up the touchline, controlled by Johnston. Johnston into the middle. Gren has to lay it back for Costello. Quick return to Costello by way of Denard. Now touched out wide. Da Silva Couto. Johnston tries to turn in. She's got some space here to make a play. Switching to the near touchline, but the ball not quite on line. Well read by Young as she steps up for the interception. And now she leads the counter for Holy Cross. Excellent sliding tackle there by Denard. And now Vickers quickly back up the opposite way for London as Vickers streaking her way up the sideline. Keeps the ball in play. Drops it for Cahoot. She dekes around the first defender. Right-footed cross into the penalty area. Johnston got a toe to it, but never really had control to generate a shot. And ultimately, the ball goes out the far touchline for a London throw-in. But good little burst there from the Galaxy as they draw something up late here. 77th minute of action. There's a cross from Johnston. Oh, it evades the keeper. And then diving back to secure it is Crocker. What a save there by Crocker as both Cahoot and I believe it was Vickers in the vicinity for London. Vickers tried to play it back to Cahoot, but Crocker, who missed the initial cross, diving back and making a great save. Foul committed on that sequence by Holy Cross, so the Galaxy will get a free kick here. And they've got to show some urgency with less than 15 minutes of match play remaining, trailing by 3. Costello. Da Silva Couto back to Denard. Denard delivers the ball towards the penalty area, but Crocker will shield that one out, and it's a goal kick. Well, the medal table behind us being prepared for the trophy presentation a little bit later, as down in the corner they've got the golds, the silvers, and the bronze, and We get a substitution coming here for St. John's as Hickey comes out of the match. We'll retake the goal kick here. As I believe it's Harris who's drawn back in. And now we'll restart here with the goal kick taken by Holy Cross. Loose ball. Good job as Harris now back into the match. Can't quite get a touch there on the ball, but can confirm she is the player sub back in. And now Harris brings it down. The all-time leading goal scorer here at the Jubilee Trophy competition. Picking up one of the 3 goals in this match. Give her now 35 career goals at Toyota National Championships. Just a spectacular career and performance today from Mallory Harris. And now Harris on the ball here for St. John's. Tries to chip it forward for Pope. She stays onside. Pope breaking in here. Drawing to her right. Pope still with the ball. Lets the shot go off the defender. Out for a corner kick. Well done by the defensive effort of Emily Costello to stay with her after Pope teed up that chance. '80th minute, Holy Cross FC St. John's setting up for a corner kick. In swinger coming up here. As the left-footed cross played in, it's quality, but headed away there by Denard. Back to the corner taker. As Holy Cross once again looking for a far post cross. This time Vickers gets up defensively. And now they get Gren to get a full clearance with Johnston looking to lead a counterattack possibly. Picked up here by Vickers. She slows it down just a little, looking for her options. Plays it forward for Johnston to run onto. Johnston unable to track that as it's out for a goal kick. Nice work there by Kira Malloy to shield that one out. From the goal kick, St. John's advance it forward as Lewis running ahead with it, tries to cut into the middle now. Lewis, one of the 3 goals in this match, tries to pick out the runner in Taylor, but that one too close to the keeper as Sommer scoops it up. Johnston picks it up now for London. Final 10 minutes of match play, and depending how much added time, well, could be last breath time here for London. They've got to find a way to claw one back if they have any hopes of changing this outcome, which feels like it's an inevitability now. As once again, there's Holy Cross for the interception as Pope gets around the first challenge from Juilliard. Closed down by Vickers. Pope still in possession. Crosses that to the top of the 18 as there's a partial touch. Oh, and that one just goes wide. Off the foot of Lauren Taylor. She opened the scoring back in the 3rd minute, and she nearly had the exclamation mark there in the 82nd minute. As Pope picks off the goal kick. Pope brings it in. Left-footed cross to the far post. Just out of the reach of Taylor. And it'll be secured here by London Galaxy as Jessie Da Silva Couto plays it up the line. Murphy battling, does well to supply the cross in. Sommer did well to secure that after tumbling out. And the London keeper will send her troops up the pitch with the drop kick. Young tries to pick it out of midair, but now it's controlled by Armstrong. As Armstrong gets around the would-be tackler, now sends the ball ahead, intended for Pope, but too heavy for her. And it'll be Denard who picks it up for London Alliance FC Galaxy. Cahoot Turns, plays the ball intended for Vickers, but that one blocked out by Young. Juilliard, she's got pressure on her back, plays it forward, and then it's off of Pope, out for a London throw-in. Well, a reminder that we're coming to you live again tomorrow morning, 8:30 a.m. and then noon Eastern for the Challenge Trophy men's finals here at the Canada Soccer Toyota National Championships. We'll be at North Maple Park for those two matches. And as always, you can catch all the action live on the Canada Soccer YouTube channel. My name's Nico Cardarelli. Here go Holy Cross FC St. John's with the exclamation mark, but what a save there by Summer, darting off her line. And Taylor can't believe she didn't tap that one in. Everyone here was all queued up for the celebration, but Summer said, no, not that time. Big save there by the London keeper. She's got no quit in her play here. Denard heads that from the throw. It's out for a St. John's corner. So Holy Cross in the 84th minute looking to take this down to the final whistle. And you know that they would love to put one more in here to really put an exclamation mark on their run at the Toyota National Championships 2022. Setting up for the in-swinger. As Holy Cross FC St. John's preparing to take the corner. Now it's delivered near post, nothing doing, cleared away as Cahoot comes up with it for Galaxy, and she looks to lead a counter, but a bit of a heavy touch, and possession turned over, controlled now by Harris, as Mal Harris plays that one into the middle. Controlled by Murphy, who lays that over to Jones. Jones carrying it out wide, looking for a crossing option back in. Cuts on the ball and plays it short for Lewis. Lewis taking on the defender. Draws to her left foot, lays that one over as Armstrong tries to turn on Denard. Nothing doing as she slipped on the turf and possession turned over. Good pressure there from Holy Cross, but in the end they can't generate from that sustained opportunity. And now here goes Cahoot working up the line, streaking against Yonker. Cahoot, she takes a bit of a push in the back and unable to re-catch the ball. It's out for a goal kick. And in the 86th minute of action, Holy Cross FC St. John's holding on to this 3-0 lead. And they're looking to see this through to the final whistle. But Vickers tries to step up and get something going for London. The ball ricochets away as now it's controlled by Pope. She looks for a runner up the pitch. Taylor making that run, catching up to the loose ball. Denard there defensively, and Taylor with just the slightest of touches on the back, but enough to knock Denard off a stride. And it'll be a free kick now for London. They take it quick. Pope tries to close it down, but nothing doing this time, and now secured. And Pope tried to close that down, but excellent work by Juilliard to knock it off the Holy Cross player and out for the throw. As Gren, Denard, Costello, De Silva Couto gets around the first challenge, laying it off for Garachi, back to Costello. Johnston, her pass partially knocked away and now secured by Harris. As St. John's move it through the midfield, and it's picked up by Armstrong. Control here by Holy Cross as they move it back to the back line where Malloy, a little bit of 1-2. Malloy has to go back to her defensive partner in Yonker, who's closed down by Vickers and strips it away. Vickers trying to crash into the penalty area. Her cross, though, knocked loose, and now Young will secure it for Holy Cross. Well read, though, by Juilliard. She steps up for the interception, teeing up the left-footed attempt from distance, and down to one knee and then sprawling to make the save is Crocker, ensuring that that one didn't sneak by her. And she's doing well to see this through for the clean sheet. She has played a strong game in goal. today for Holy Cross, coming up with some really timely saves. Loose ball secured here by Harris. Mal Harris. She's got 35 in her career. Now she lays it off. Lewis shoots. Big save by Sommer as she charges off her line and parries that out for the corner kick. '89th minute of play. Holy Cross FC St. John's looking to add one more here for the exclamation and celebration. Sommer off her line, punches it clear. Lewis heads it back in. Harris chips that back over to the corner as it's controlled out wide by Pope. She tries to take the defender tight to the goal line. Her cross attempt off a London player stays in play. And now Gracci takes it ahead for the Galaxy. Jones tracking back defensively, knocks it out. We're going to get a substitution here for Holy Cross, as it'll be Lauren Taylor coming out of the match. She had one of the 3 goals in this game and nearly secured a brace here, but not to be, as she's replaced by Abby Evans. From the throw, Holy Cross move the ball forward. As trying to crash up with it there, I believe that is Evans, who just came into the match. She just couldn't quite find her way through the back line. Under control, Evans laying it back for Young. Her ball secured by Denard. As London move it back across the half. And that one out for a London throw-in. So we wait to see how much added time we'll have here from the 4th official, as we are into the 90th minute of play, and Holy Cross FC St. John's leading 3-0 over London Alliance FC Galaxy in the gold medal final of the Jubilee Trophy here at Canada Soccer Toyota National Championships 2022. Minimum of 2 minutes of added time to be played here, as St. John's look to go undefeated throughout the Toyota National Championships, and they are 2 minutes away from accomplishing that here in 2022. What a great game from Holy Cross today as well from Galaxy. They've put up fierce opposition, but, well, here go Newfoundland one more time, looking to draw a 4th as into the penalty area, trying to pick out the player in Evans, but the ball got away from them, and now Jones does well to keep it in along the touchline. Lewis, her ball off the mark. It'll go out for a London throw-in. Substitution coming here for Holy Cross, as Lewis will come out of the match. Claire Keane will come in to replace her. Taking out a midfielder, an attacking midfielder for a defender, as Holy Cross FC St. John's are minutes away from being crowned champions. There's a good through ball running onto it. Oh, the flag just goes up, and that puts an end to the chance. I believe it was Pope making the run. It was Pope there, but just couldn't quite curl the run to stay onside. Free kick for London. Played up the touchline. The noisemakers going off here. The celebration impending now for the fans from Newfoundland as they wave the flags proudly and get loud, and why shouldn't they? This was a great performance today from Holy Cross FC St. John's. So how about that first gold medal ever for the Newfoundland women? And there's the final whistle! Holy Cross FC St. John's have made history here at Canada Soccer Toyota National Championships 2022, claiming the first gold medal on the women's side in their province's history. Congratulations to Holy Cross FC St. John's. A great match, and it came down to two spectacular squads duking it out in the end. It is Holy Cross FC St. John's 3, London Alliance FC Galaxy 0. Folks, we want to thank you for tuning in to today's live broadcast on the Canada Soccer YouTube channel, and remind you that we are back tomorrow morning at 8:30 a.m. for the bronze medal match in the Men's Challenge Trophy, and of course the gold medal match at noon. But for now, my name is Nico Cardarelli saying thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time as you've been tuned in to a Canada Soccer live stream of the Toyota National Championships 2022.
Fans, how about that performance today? Let's hear it. The final score of that championship match, 3-0 for Holy Cross FC St. John's. Congratulations to Holy Cross FC St. John's on top of the 2022 Toyota National Championships Jubilee Trophy. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for attending today's championship game, and to all of you who've supported the competition throughout the week. In just a few moments, well, we're actually beginning these award ceremonies. So thank you to our sponsors, Toyota, TECK, Gatorade, Go-Go Squeeze, Oat Canada, and Government of Canada. Congratulations to all the participants who provided a feast of soccer during the competition. A big thank you goes to the City of Vaughan for hosting this event. Tourism Vaughan, Central Counties Tourism, Vaughan Mills Shopping Center, Salerno Realty, Leuna, Local 183, Dave & Buster's, Allstate Insurance, The Hub, and the Government of Ontario. Fans, we ask you please do not enter the field until after the award presentations are over. We would like to present the Jubilee Trophy Top Goal Scorer. It's a joint award here. But before joining us is Mr. Danny Bodie to present the medals to the Jubilee Trophy recipients. Please welcome Ms. Judy Kellaway, Chair of the Canada Soccer Competitions Committee, and Anna Dara of the Local Organizing Committee. All right, first we would like to present medals to our match officials for today's match. Let's make some noise for the great match officials. We would like to award the top goal scorers, the Jubilee Trophy top goal scorers. It's a joint award this year, shared by Liz Gregg of Gorge FC and Jane Pope. To welcome our next special guest, we will hand the mic over to Anna Dara.
Well, thank you so much, and congratulations, teams. What a display of incredible athleticism today. It is my pleasure, on behalf of the LOC and the City of Vaughan, to introduce a very big fan of soccer, our Mayor, the Honorable, His Worship, Maurizio Bevilacqua.
Thank you so much. It's great to see so many people that care about the beautiful game. It's a real pleasure. Soccer is really growing in our country. Today you've really exemplified the very best of what soccer is truly all about. And for that I want to express on behalf of the city of Vaughan the over 335,000 people that reside here in this city and speak 115 different languages. If they were all here, they would tell you thank you so much for really representing the very best of what soccer is really truly all about, and all the great values that it embodies. Team sport, a great ability for all of you to really compete, yet be very respectful. And as we look forward to the World Cup this November, we cheer them on, but we cheer you on as well, because I know that many of you will be playing in the World Cup sometime soon. So I want to thank you very much, and on behalf of the citizens of Vaughan, thank you for being here. You're absolutely fantastic.
All right, our next award, we would like to award the Fair Play Award, which encompasses the principles of sportsmanship and respect for others. This award is given to the team who demonstrated the dedication to the principles of fair play in both on and off the field. The winner for this year's Jubilee Trophy Fair Play Award goes to the London Alliance FC Galaxy from Ontario. Congratulations to the bronze medal winners, CS Trident Asienne Lorette of Quebec. Come on up, receive your medal.
Bronze.
All right, up next, congratulations to the silver medal winners, the London Alliance FC Galaxy. Come on up and get your silver medal, please. All right, fans, let's make some noise and congratulate the gold medal winners and 2022 Jubilee Trophy champions, Holy Cross FC St. John. Congratulations, ladies. Come on up and get your gold medals. Accept the Jubilee Trophy! our awards. Thank you to all of the teams and officials who have been in Vaughan for the Jubilee Trophy. Safe travels, and you are welcome back soon. Don't forget the action still continues in the Challenge Trophy for the gold medal will be decided at noon tomorrow, Monday, October. Folks, thanks for coming out.